Welcome to Jumpers for Goalposts, number 16, your weekly non-league show across the Midlands. First of all, can I say thank you very much for the feedback that we've had about our Christmas special. The managers panel, which was Ian Rowe, Ian Long, Paul Smith and Dean Gill. Thank you again, gents, for taking up your time last Thursday at the 442 Bar and Grill at Sporting Coleshill. And the food was excellent, by the way, afterwards. If you haven't seen the managers panel, I urge you to do so. Some real insights from some well-known non-league people from the Midlands, and it's a great insight. We'll do some more in the future. We've got a bumper show for you this week because we've got pretty much full fixture list from last Saturday, which is the Saturday before Christmas, and from Boxing Day. So loads, probably more goals than we've ever shown. There's a few games we've got extended highlights, but the others we've had to trim down, otherwise we'd have been here until New Year. So let's start off in the Everstick Premier. And last Saturday, Hednesford Town hosted high-flying Shore Lane at Keys Park. Here are the goals, courtesy of Tallman Productions. Defeat there for the Pitmen, Shore Lane really flying high at the top of the table. There were draws for Stafford Rangers and for Stourbridge, and an excellent win on the road for Rusholl Olympic, much needed there for the Picks. On Boxing Day, Stafford met Stourbridge at Marston Road. Here is the all-important goal, and the coverage comes from Mark White. A great win there for Stafford, and that's 4 points over the holiday, so Neil Kitchen's men happy with that return. Hednesford Town travelled to Rusholl Olympic and made it 2 wins out of 2. Here are the goals. This weekend, there are games on Saturday and Monday in the Everstick Premier Division. On Saturday, Halesowing, Stafford Rangers and Rushall Olympic are all at home. Probably the Midlands pick there is Colville Town. They're at home to leaders Altrincham. On Monday, New Year's Day, we've got a couple of cracking local derbies. Stourbridge and Sutton Coldfield are at home, but the one that I would recommend you go to, even as a neutral, is the Chase Derby. It's Hensford Town at home to Stafford Rangers. Always a bit of a feisty atmosphere, to say the least. Into the Everstick South now, and on Saturday the game between Alvechurch and Gresley was abandoned after an Alvechurch fan suffered a cardiac arrest. Now, thanks to the brilliant work from Alvechurch staff and a supporter from Gresley, Rick, the supporter in question, survived, was taken to hospital. Paramedics have actually said if it wasn't for the swift actions that took place at the ground, then he would no longer be with us. And again, having a defibrillator on site made all the difference. So I'd like to wish Rick all the best for a speedy recovery. Hope to see you at church sooner rather than later. And yeah, hats off to everyone involved. And that goes for the match officials and the players and officials from Gresley as well, who fully understood what was going on. So hats off to everyone there. It does put the game of football into some sort of perspective. On Saturday in the Everstick League, leaders Baseford were held to a draw at Stocksbridge Park Steels. I mentioned it last week that could be a tough one. It was a 0-0 draw there, and there were big wins for Chasetown, Romulus and League Town. On Boxing Day, Alvechurch and Bedworth United fought out a goalless draw on the 3G at Bedworth. And if you watched the managers panel, you know how much Ian Long really likes the 3G pitches. Baseford United put 6 past Carlton Town, and Romulus beat Chasetown, but the result of the day has to be the one from Lincoln United. Lincoln United 4, Cleethorpes Town 5. What an absolute Christmas cracker. And I'm sorry, I had to throw that one in. It was a Christmas cracker. On Saturday, Gresley against Chasetown should be a good local game. Well, the match of the day for me is Baseford United against Corby Town. On New Year's Day, Alvechurch versus Romulus and Newcastle Town versus Kidsgrove Athletic are my choices. Into the Total Motion Midland Football League now. What a week in the MFL. Goals galore and clips galore, you'll be glad to know. Going to start off with Coleshill Town. They took over at the top of the league on Saturday following a dramatic game at Coventry United. Here are extended highlights from our friends at Coventry United TV.
Rankin to send this one towards the far post. Red and green shirts stacked at the back. Punched by Hathaway, comes to the far post. Reed puts it in, handball claims, right towards goal, and it will drift wide. Handball claims from the Coventry United attackers. Referee says no. But they nearly got a goal without that set piece, but it was a rather tame header towards the nets and went wide anyway. It wouldn't have caused Coleshill many problems. Poku leaps for it, not done by Chris Cox. It should be easy pickings for Tom Fishbrook. It is indeed. Finds goalkeeper Paul Hathaway, who tries to take his way around Lewis Rankin. He's been impeded there, and the referee has said penalty. It's a penalty for Coventry United, and Paul Hathaway has only got himself to blame. And the referee's got a decision to make. He's going to the back pocket. It's going to be a red card. It's a red card for Paul Hathaway, surely. It is. It's a red card. Paul Hathaway is off. Lewis Rankin getting the ball, taking it into the penalty area, rounding Paul Hathaway. And Hathaway just grabbing Lewis Rankin, trying to stop it when Rankin put it wide. The referee tried to give the advantage. I don't believe there's a substitute goalkeeper for Coleshill. There is no substitute goalkeeper for Coleshill Town, and Dean Rathbone, the striker, is going to take the blue jersey and go in goal for the rest of this match. Craig Reed looks to score just the second goal Coventry have ever scored against Coleshill in 4 meetings. 11 goals scored by Coleshill. This could be the second for the Red and Greens if Reed can beat the impromptu goalkeeper. And the referee is going to give a yellow card to one of the Coleshill players for trying to edge his way into the penalty area. We will get this penalty taken eventually, I promise you. Rathbone on his line. Craig Reed steps up. And a goal by Coventry United. Craig Reed puts it away. Fair play to Rathbone, he went the right way. Not a bad way to start his life as a goalkeeper, but he couldn't keep it out. Coventry United take the lead at home to Coleshill Town, and Craig Reed puts away the penalty. Evans, Leak, a little bit of a back heel, but only as far as Daniel Brennan, but Rich Morris makes a cataclysmic error, and Morris takes out the Coleshill player. There's a goal for Coleshill. And just like that, virtually the same scenario. Goalkeeper comes out, can't claim it, and the striker, well, this time the striker's actually scored. Unbelievable way for Coleshill Town to make it all square. Well, the Coleshill Town number 10, Reese Leak, able to give the Colemen some hope in this match. It's 1-1. And a real opportunity for the Colemen to complete what would be an astonishing turnaround. Of course, Coleshill had a player sent off earlier on. They're down to 10 men. Talking of 10, here's Leak. Lays it off to Edmonds. It's a great cross towards Fishwick, and how hasn't he put that away? He took it on the volley and was literally inches away from giving Coleshill an improbable lead. From that sort of position, it doesn't matter what position you play at, centre-back, striker, it doesn't matter. You should be hitting the target from there. And if he did hit the target, then Coleshill would 100% be in front. Poker gets the cross in. It's outside the penalty area. It's nodded into the area by Barnett. Up goes Lewis Rankin, and Vance chipped it forward. Craig Reed taken out. Penalty surely, yes. It's another penalty to Coventry United, and this time I believe I think it was Rob Evans. Evans taking out Craig Reed as he tried to nod the ball past Rathbone, and the referee is going to have to make another decision. Was it a clear goal scoring opportunity? I think it was. The referee is taking some time to consider his options, and he's calling over his assistant. Rob Evans, the number 4, could be about to be the second Coleshill player set for an early shower. Well, Evans trying to explain himself. Craig Reed trying to get his head on the loose ball in the air. Well, the referee, in fact, has decided not to give any further punishment to Rob Evans, but the penalty could be punishment enough. Craig Reed's already scored one against a goalkeeper who, that isn't a goalkeeper at all. Striker Dean Rathbone against striker Craig Reed. And it's another successful spot kick for Craig Reed. 2-1 Coventry United, 2 penalties successfully converted from the former Newport man. A man up and a goal up, perfect position for the Red and Greens. It's Coventry United 2, Coleshill Town 1 at the Bucks Park Arena. Ryan Edmonds, who we know has got some special stuff in his locker. We saw one of those amazing goals in the reverse fixture a few weeks ago. For Coleshill's sake, he's going to hope that he can pull off another spectacular goal. Oh, you bet he can! A remarkable free kick by Ryan Edmonds. What can you say about that? That was simply amazing from Ryan Edmonds, the second amazing goal that he scored against Coventry in the last 2 matches. Smith out sprints James with the ball, out muscles him as well. Because going to shoot from the right hand side, may take the corner, he doesn't put it in. And nodded clear by Brennan. But Vance can't clear it, and Coleshill have made it 3-2. With a low strike, beating Rich Morris. Reese Leak with a second. Well, how are Coleshill doing this? 10 men down. They've looked second best for the majority of this match, and still the Colemen will not lie down and roll over for Coventry United. And Reese Leak has completed a highly improbable turnaround for the Colemen. Coventry United 2, Coleshill Town 3 at the Bucks Park Arena. Of course, the Coventry derby, Coventry United coming up on CUTV on the 30th of December. Oh, they're blocked on the line by Rich Morris. Coleshill claiming that it had gone across the line. Referee says no. United are in trouble here. Not only are they behind against 10 men, they're a little bit shaky at the moment. Reed lines up towards that far post, punch clear by Rathbone. I tell you what, Dean Rathbone has done himself proud in goal. Fair play to him. And Rathbone's actually gone down injured. He's hurt himself. And the physio called over, and Rathbone seems in quite a lot of pain. I think he may have landed awkwardly. And of course, being a striker and not having to deal with those sort of situations on a regular basis, he's not trained to land properly when leaping to clear the ball. So Dean Rathbone is currently injured. It looks like some sort of, I think it's an ankle injury. Jay's right on the edge of the penalty area. He's got to try and get this ball over the wall, under the crossbar, past the goalkeeper. Jack Jays to draw Coventry United level. Well, the wall striding forward over the vanishing spray. Not the first time they've done that. Jack Jays looking to make Coleshill pay with a late equaliser. He fires it straight over the net. Evans clears. 3 is indeed the magic number for Coleshill Town. 3 goalkeepers, 3 goals and 3 points for the Colemen. They've beaten the odds. Despite a red card to Paul Huffwell, a very nasty looking injury to Dean Rathbone, Coleshill Town go into Christmas with a cracking 3 points that they have no right to take on paper. United scoring both their goals through penalties, but the Colemen seal their 4th successive victory over the Red and Greens. The final score at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 2, Coleshill Town 3. A very Merry Christmas to you all from everyone at Coventry United TV, and we'll see you for the Boxing Day clash against Hinckley Town at the Butts Park Arena.
So a wonderful result for the Colemen, and best wishes from Jumpers for Goalposts go out to Dean Rathbone, the Coleshill striker who suffered that broken leg when he was playing in goal. So hurry back, Ratha, and best wishes for a recovery. Bromsgrove Sporting maintained the pressure on the Colemen at the top with a victory over Shawbury United. Here are the goals from Sporting TV. Quorn have made an excellent start under new manager Carl Abbott since he moved across from Market Drayton Town. Here are the goals from their win at Hinckley Town, and this comes courtesy of Town Ground TV.
He's not offside. I'll get a beeper out for that. Shit. What? Too many mince bars, isn't it? Ooh, no! No! Come on, Ina! Oh, there we go. Come on, Ina!
Now, if you haven't had enough goals, the day's biggest scorers were Shepshed Dynamo, who put 6 past Stourport Swifts. Enjoy their goals, and this comes from Shepshed Dynamo TV.
that's not. So it's not the same as accusing us, is it?
I know. I didn't say that.
Oh.
Yay!
Great ball in.
Come on!
Well done. All that.
Yeah, so that's fair money out. It says that's not an option. It says we won't be relegated. We don't.
Our captain scored an own half a match.
Oh, one! Yay! Oh! Come on! Good goal! Well played! Well played there! Well played, Tom!
No, that's number 11 point through.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, the 11 just come over.
Did he?
You got the 5 pounds.
Come on!
It won't be here long.
No! Somebody will sit in and take him.
You get that down and goal and all.
Did you get it out? Did you get it? Or did it? Yay! And another one. Back to John. And another one. And another one. 3, 1, 2.
It won't be here next season.
Hey?
It won't be here next season.
The 20th goal of the season is game ready.
Right on.
Yeah, it won't be here next season.
Why?
Difference is previously against a side like this we struggled, wouldn't we? Maybe snatched 2-1 and whereas today
I'll be happy with just a win, really.
I got bored with it.
They are right. All of them. All of them. And again, and him.
He can't shut up, look. He just cannot
Say
shut
out,
up.
give him one.
Look him again. He's talking himself into an early bath.
What's up with him? Right, Shade. Yay!
Coventry Sphinx, I wouldn't say they've come up on the rails, but they're on such a phenomenal run and they really are in the promotion mix, and they've continued to keep the leaders honest with another great victory. They beat Lytown 4-1 at Sphinx Drive. Here are the goals, courtesy of Martin Warren.
Goal scorer for Coventry Sphinx, scored by number 6, Lewis Guest. Coventry Spring scoreline number 8, Charlie Faulkner. Goal number 3 for Coventry Spring scoreline number 9, Ryan Harkin. Coventry Spring scored by number 9, Ryan Harkin.
Now, if you thought Saturday was a dramatic day, Boxing Day was probably even more so. Game of the day was at the Victoria Ground. Worcester City hosting Bromsgrove Sporting. Tenants against landlords. What a game it was. Here are the extended highlights, courtesy of Sporting TV.
Yeah.
Shepshed Dynamo enjoyed another fine win on Boxing Day. Here are the goals from their 3-1 win over Rugby Town, courtesy of Shepshed Dynamo TV.
Defending 4. You're not wrong, keeper. Keeper's not wrong, is he? You off. What time do you want picking up?
That's a cracking one.
Yay!
F4's at it again.
Great goal. Let it keep. Keeper never come for it.
Yeah, he should have come for it.
Completely rooted, wasn't it? Absolutely.
Take him on. Come on, he's over the back here, look. Give it Shay. Go on, Shay! Yay!
He's got no cover, the keeper. He's a goal there. No cover.
Coventry United, after losing against Coleshill on Saturday, they hosted Heanor Town and suffered last-minute heartache. Here are the goals, courtesy of Coventry United TV.
Sizable crowd at the Butts Park Arena for this Boxing Day edition of festive football at Coventry United. Launch towards the net, all the way through with Chris Cox. Wayne White's going to be doing better with that one, but a long-range strike from Chris Cox went through the hands of White. And the Red and Greens have their opening goal, surprise opening goal. It came from nowhere. But when United are in a hole and they need some help, the one man they can trust to, the trusted captain of Coventry United, Chris Cox, is usually there to bail them out. Coventry United lead by 1-0 at the Butts Park Arena. But Rawson with a very risky manoeuvre there. He tried to prevent a goal. He very nearly gave United one. A great save by Dutton. There goes Elliot Reeves. Heartbreak for Coventry United. It's happened again against Heanor. The initial save by Scott Dutton. Elliot Reeves there to pick up the pieces. And the small contingent of Heanor fans who have travelled all the way from Derbyshire for this evening's game are jubilant in celebration as Elliot Reeves gives Heanor Town a share of the spoils.
Sporting Calcer were held 0-0 by AFC Wolfrunians. It was Calcer's first home game at the CKW Stadium when they were playing the Landlords, and a deserved point there for Wolfrunians. And spare a thought for Shawbury United. They travelled to Westfields. Never an easy game anyway, because Fields are playing particularly well. Shawbury turned up with a bare bones of 11, which included the manager, who played in defence, and the first team coach as well. Hopefully Shawbury will have a few more numbers this weekend. And that's the game I'm actually going to pick out on Saturday, because they've got the Shropshire Derby. They travel to Hormond in Shrewsbury. Two teams in the bottom three, huge game for the pair of them. And Shawbury, adrift at the bottom, desperately need a win. And a win for Hormond could drop someone else into that bottom three. It's also the Coventry Derby this weekend. Sphinx at home to United. Sphinx in great form. United faltering somewhat. You would have to expect Sphinx to win that one on current form. Westfields are at home to Sporting Calcer, and again that one, Calcer need to get winning again if they are to continue their title push. Westfields won't be easy scoring goals. And on New Year's Day, only one game across the entire Midland League on New Year's Day, and it's the return between Bromsgrove Sporting and Worcester City. Expect a gate over 2,000, and if it's half the game that the first one was, we are in for a treat, and we will have highlights of that game next week. Into Division 1 of the Total Motion Midland Football League, and there's no lack of goals here either. Last Friday, it all started last Friday. We had one game on Friday night. Chelmsley Town hosted Paget Rangers. Here are the highlights from our good friend Mark Brooks.
And it comes. Good at that. Oh, it's a push in the back, is it? Oh, the referee says no. And there's Rio. Kieran Fitzgerald with the free kick for Chelmsley Town. Can they take advantage? And it comes. Oh, is it the bar? And lovely ball out wide, and it's Rio. Can he get a decent crossing? It's a low one and easily cleared. I know Paget could be in trouble, but doesn't quite control it. Is Blake. And it's Billy Fagg. Billy going on one of his magic runs. And that's a good effort. Oh, what a super goal by Roll. Absolutely fantastic finish. Good work by Billy Fagg. And Paget take the lead. And we got an injury there, but Paget's still playing on. It's Bradley. Still Bradley. Ball comes in, it's Conlon. It's a great goal, and Paget take a 2-0 lead. Absolutely superb from Bradley. And a great header from Conlon.
Walsall Wood closed the gap at the top on Saturday with a 5-0 win at Bowlhall Swifts. Here are the goals, -1 from Wood TV. Why we're -1? Because Russell was changing position and he missed it. It happens to us all. Walsall Wood at Bowlhall Swifts.
Yes.
Atherstone Town welcomes Studley to the Mark Webster Community Stadium. Real top of the table clash. Here are the highlights, again from Mark Brooks.
It's a nice ball played forward. Baxter does well. Here's Miller. Gets across it towards Luke Shorthouse. He comes to Luke. Oh, yeah, it's wide. Oh dear. And it's Danny Harris who puts it wide. I know it's Danny Harris. Oh, good ball. It's Shorthouse. Oh, side netting is unlucky. Unlucky. Gives it back to Baxter again. Baxter, good ball in on. Oh, it's good header out. Here's Quinn. Quinn. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, I'm unlucky. What a super effort from Ryan Quinn. Headed forward. He's Shorthouse as well. Miller. Oh, he couldn't. Oh, Miller's good turn. Danny Harris is trying to give him some space. Miller. It's Danny Harris. Yes! The Adders take the lead. Once again, superb work by Alan Miller. And it's an important goal. Oh, he's done well. Brilliant by Mitch. Oh, he's turned him inside out. Oh, what a save by Young. Superb. And Mitch Thompson unlucky. Here come Mitch. Shorthouse with it. Here we go. Oh, he's got. Oh, what a save from Ryan Young. Absolutely outstanding. It's still 1-0 to the Adders in a corner. Still Quinn. Oh, it's a great ball. Luke Shorthouse. Oh, good save from Young again. And Shorthouse. Oh, he's been adjudged to have fouled the Studley defender. Decent cross. Oh, it's broke to her. Oh, good save by Turner. Superb save. And cleared. And it's Jonathan Gould. Can he get there? Oh, they keep. Yes, Jonathan Gould. Go on, son. Yes, it's his first Adders goal. And what a celebration that is. 2-0 now. And it's just what the Adders need, but there's a long way to go yet.
Second goal of the game for the Adders.
Oh, brilliant turn by Gould. Pulls it back. Nord. Oh no, Curtis Lewis. Oh, what a great welcome back that would have been. Oh, unlucky son. Out. Oh, Studley still in control. Cowley again. And that's a good cross. What a great ball. And they've pulled a goal back. And well, I've seen Chris Cowley do that at Bowl or Swiss many a time. And Studley are back in this now. 2-1. It's a right foot cross. Oh, good header. And it's wide. Oh, I just got away with that. Does well. And now it's Alan Miller. Can he finish it off? Yes, it's 3-1. Alan Miller, absolutely class. Norton it was who played him in. And the Adders fans go absolutely wild with delight. Oh, well done.
The community stadium, the home of Midlands football. 190.
Scott could be against the flick. Oh no, and no taps it on. It's Miller again. Can he get another one? Oh, he's hit it wide. Oh dear. Good opportunity.
Watch out for Racing Club Warwick. Really on a good run. And they're really mounting a significant challenge, I would say now. Here are the goals from their win over Heath Hayes, and they come courtesy of Peter Ray.
Price to take this long left side free kick after he's wiped the ball on his jumper. Little flick on by Cole. Powell is up, it's going towards the goal, but it's cleared away. And Heath Hayes escape again. Lever collecting the ball in midfield, and he knocks it all the way back to Cross with Weldon chasing to make the goalkeeper work. Slevin getting a little touch on that, did well. And Hudson back to Coleman, and Coleman uses Hudson on the left-hand side. Is he looking for the long pass? No, he's played it inside to Slevin. Back to Hudson again. Clipping it forward towards Powell. Little touch by Powell. And the goalkeeper doesn't get a good clearance on that. Lever's got a chance here. Can he get the shot in? He's going wide right. Needs a bit of support, or can he get it over himself? He can. Cole gets his head to it, and that is a really good finish. 1-0 and deserved for Warwick. Luke Cole making that ball his, and Arrow Smith, the skipper, unable to get to it. 1-0 Racing Club Warwick. Ellis with the throw for Warwick. Hutchcox giving him the call. And the ball comes back to Ellis. That's beaten the defender. And the ball is clipped into the middle by Price. Back by Powell. Slevin gets it forward. There's no offside. And it's in the net from Cole. And that's predatory stuff by the centre forward. Picking up the miscued shot and firing the ball into the bottom left corner. 2-0 to Racing Club Warwick. Hutchcox with the free kick now, but Ellis has recovered from his knock. And Heath Hayes have another free kick to defend. In it goes towards Powell. Out it comes to the edge of the penalty area. But Church's little pass is intercepted by Small. He's been very much involved in the defensive play for the visitors. That ball's played through, but Cross is in a bit of trouble, and it's been slipped in. And it's Ralston who's scored, and that was a gift. Just a long ball through. Cross couldn't quite deal with it, and Ralston got in first, busy, slipped the ball across the face of goal and in. Slevin with this right side corner for Warwick. As this second half moves on. There's a touch at the near post, there's a chance at the far post, and it's smashed in! Oh, what a finish that was. I think that was Carter, the substitute, and it really did fly into the roof of the net. Just not what Heath Hayes wanted.
On to Boxing Day, and a couple of absolute belters we had as well. Let's start at St John's Park. Hinckley AFC at home to their landlords, here the St John's. A wonderful game. Extended highlights from Mark Brooks.
It's a good tackle. And Hart puts it in, but being adjudged offside. Okay, so Steve Hart, that's a good effort, and oh, Ben Olsop. Oh, that was a great effort from Hart, and he's just kept it in. He's in. It comes to Wheelie. Now it's Ben Mitchell, and it's Simeon Colborne one-on-one. Can he finish? Oh, it's a great save by Belford, but it's Shane Benjamin. Oh, and it should be a goal kick. Brilliant save by Belford. Cooper with the throw for Hinckley. In it comes. Ooh. Harry Harris. Not bad effort. No, it's in. It's too hard. Harry Harris put the ball back in, and a good header from Hart. 1-0 to Hinckley. Mickey Blow, Shane Benjamin, still Shane, Ben, and it's Sim in Colborne. Brilliant take from Sim, and he just couldn't get his power on the shot. He's unlucky there. Okay, it's Hart again, and it's in, is it? Oh, the referee's give a free kick instead of playing on. Well, we've seen that a few times. Comes out to Harry Harris. He flicks it over his head. And he goes as far as, I think this is Healy. Good cross. Oh, it's a penalty. The referees give a penalty. Okay, we've got Steve Hart with this penalty for Hinckley. Can he grab himself a first half brace and give Hinckley a 2-0 lead? Oh, is it the post? I don't know whether Ben Alsop got anything on it, but, well, it's still 1-0, whatever. Nice ball wide to Richards. Luke Richards now. Cross. Oh, it's back post. And it's, oh, what a great save from Ben Alsop from Hart. Absolutely outstanding save. And now it's cleared long towards Benjamin, and it's Simeon Colborne. Simeon Colborne. Just one man to beat. Oh, it's a wonderful finish by Simeon. It's now 1-1. Hevo have equalised. Absolutely wonderful. And, well, what a game we have now. Ben Minchell. Ben, that's a beautiful ball to Mickey Blow. Oh, he's done ever so well. Mickey Blow puts it across. Oh, there's Matt Hill. Well, he could have done a little bit, I suppose, but it did come quickly at him. Fortune. Still Fortune. Good ball wide to Simeon Colborne. Simeon comes in. Oh, it's brilliant by Simeon. Oh, he's hit the post, and it comes back into Belford. Simeon Colborne, unlucky. Well, he's already got 37 goals this season, looking for 38. It's still 1-1. Mickey Blow into Simeon Colborne. And Williams, oh, good feet. Still Sim. Oh, he's unlucky. Still Sim. Oh, has he been brought down? And he's Wheelie. Oh, it's a great effort. And Wheelie scores. And when Brooks is here, Wheelie scores. Oh, he loves it. And there's all the boys there. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, and Mickey Blaw's over the moon as well. And get him. Okay, it's Cooper for he has a shot, and it's well over. Oh, it's into the car park. Hall heads it, and now it's Benj, and it's a great ball. It's Simeon Colborne. Can he get his second? And Eva's third. Yes, he does. It's Simeon Colborne. Great work again from Benj, and it's 3-1 now. What a wonderful, wonderful finish. Flicked on. Oh, what a great goal! Absolutely brilliant. I think it's Hart again. And, well, what a game this is. Absolutely fantastic. Corner for Hinckley. It's a good ball in, and it's a free header. Oh, it's off the line, and Cooper. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, you can't believe it. And Heaver get out of jail that time. Comes. Good header out. Oh, Stewart on the left foot again. Oh, it's a good save. And it's a free kick to Heaver. He pumps it forward. Mickey Blow. He clears. Towards Simeon Colborne, and Simeon on a hat-trick. He's 1-on-1 against Belford. Can he finish? Oh, he's done well. Oh, still. Oh, he's blocked. Simeon still. Oh, he's hit the bar. And it's Simeon still. And oh dear. And it's headed forward. And it's Mickey Blow now. Mickey. Oh, it's Simeon again. He's got another chance. Will he hit it wide to Gale? Gale, deep ball towards Ben Minshaw, and he's offside. Oh, Simeon. Well, here's Richards. Good turn. Still Richards. Oh, what a great ball, and it's gone in. And is it Hart with a hat-trick? And I'm not sure who got the final touch.
I think it's deflected off someone.
And it might have been an own goal, I don't know. We'll find out now. Well, Luke Richards is claiming it. It's now 3-3. What a game this is. Gale. Ball's come through. It's Simeon Colborne again. It's a great touch by Sim. Can he finish this time? Oh, what a goal! It's Simeon Colborne. It's goal number 39 for the season. An absolutely fantastic strike. And oh, this is just incredible. I need a drink. And it's a free kick to Hinckley. Oh, there can't be long left. 4-3 up Heaver. 10 men of Heaver. Free kick to Hinckley. We got the class. Steve Hart on a hat-trick taking it. Oh, and it's over. Oh. And it's all over. It's an absolutely fantastic win for Heaver St John's. What a game it's been. It's AFC Hinckley 3, Heaver St John's 4.
Thank you for your continued support.
A phenomenal win for Heaver, and that's 5, 7 and 4 they've scored in the last 3 games. Gradually moving up the table, but a side literally I would go out of my way to watch them. They play lovely, lovely football. Walsall Wood are up to 2nd, and they had a big win over Stafford Town, our hosts this evening. Here are the goals, and some more highlights actually shows that it wasn't as one-sided as the scoreline suggests, and they come from the Wood TV.
Come on, Reg! Come on! Go on, Chilly.
Sam, go on.
Go on, Sam, go at him. Go at him. Come get it, Jay.
Go on. Oh, go on, Sam. Where's he set?
Got in there.
Take him out, Tilly. Go on.
That'll do for me. Well played, the word. Good run, mate.
Oh! Go on, Sam.
Help him, Lee.
Yeah!
Get him. Well done.
Oh!
Well done, John! Pick up! Well done, keep that. Go! Well done! Hey, well done, John! Come on! All of you! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Ollie! Give me there with life, Sonny. John, just a minute! Are you okay? I'm okay. Help him! Help him! Yeah. One ball. Well played, Sully. Come on! Come on!
Come on, take off!
Sorry.
That's it! Yes!
Yeah! Oh, sorry. Yes. Get at him! Hey! Have a shot! Oh. Well done, shot! Well done, start!
Well, I've already mentioned Racing Club Warwick, and they were at it again on Boxing Day. A trip to Pershore Town, another big win. Peter Ray, again, the man behind the camera.
Right side throw for the posts. There's a bit of a gap on the right hand side. Now this time it needs to come in from Powell. And he gets the benefit of a bad bounce. Over it comes. The ball strikes Cole and comes back to Slevy, and he's blazed the ball into the empty net from close range. Finally, Warwick have taken a deserved lead. Has immediately moved into the penalty area. It's taken short, and there's the shot! What a fine goal! Wow! And that's the skipper Price, who has absolutely swiped the ball top left corner, and it's 2-0. Wide to Powell. Powell squaring it towards Lever edge of the penalty area onto his right foot. Low shot! And 3! Right, coasting now. It's taken a while for them to get going, but they certainly made this game. Inside towards Matthewson. Ellis chasing his pal in. Oh, he got a touch on it. He's still got a chance to score. Scored! Well, he snatched in there on the defensive mistake. And although Wilcox did well to save the first attempt, the second one wasn't going to be missed. 4-0. Square to Hudson. Josh Cole ahead of him. Ellis inside. Powell in. It's 5. It was well taken. Really well made by the visitors. Hudson and Ellis setting it up. And Powell gets his second of the game.
This weekend, I'm only going to highlight one game this weekend because to me there's one standout fixture. Ilkeston Town are back in action. They go to Coventry Copsewood, but the standout one for me is a local derby between Atherstone Town near the top and Nuneaton Griff near the bottom. Big local derby, a win important for both sides, could be a cracker. Into Division 2 of the Midland Football League now. And NKF Burbage have a 6-point lead at the top of the table. They had an excellent 3-0 win at Hampton, who have suddenly found themselves dropping down the table. Feckenham are up to 4th, a fine 4-1 win for them at Pelsall Villa. This week, there is an absolutely massive game between two of the best sides in that division. NKF Burbage at home to Smithswood Firs. Smithswood may be 5th. They win their games in hand. They're just 1 point behind. That will be a tremendous game of football, weather permitting. And Montpellier against Coton Green is another one that promises an awful lot. Into Division 3 of the Midland Football League now, and FC Stratford got back to winning ways at Coventrians. Here are the goals. A great win there for FC Stratford. The big talking point from Division 3, the Midland Football League, I mentioned it again last week, GMP Sports dropped their first points of the season at home to AFC Solihull, and they needed a 95th minute equaliser to preserve that unbeaten record. AFC Solihull really flying. Central, I don't know whether you call yourselves Ajax or Ajax. Tell me, please. I'm going to call you Ajax. Central Ajax hit 7 at Castlevale Town. And this week, the game for me, Central Ajax at home to FC Stratford. Still unbeaten. Can they be unbeaten into 2018? Yeah, it'll be a good one, that, against Stratford. We move away from the Midland Football League now and into the West Midlands Regional League. No games on Boxing Day in the West Midland League, so we are talking about the games last Saturday. There were plenty of goals in the Premier Division. Bewdley Town led the way, scoring 7. Black Country Rangers got 6. Tividale scored 5. Wellington also went nap at home to Stone Old Delanians. Here are 4 of the goals in that game. The reason why I'm not showing all 6, the first 2 goals couldn't be seen because the camera was pointing directly into the sun. And even the guy on the camera said, I never saw that, and neither could I. So I can't show you. Wellington against Stone Old Delanians.
Oh, sloppy goal. 49 minutes gone. It's now Wellington 2, Stone 1. Not the start we want for the second half. It's good covering. Go on, James. Go on, James. Go on, attack him, mate. Switch it, switch it. Go on, Norm, hit it. Go on, Norm. Yes, Norm. Lovely finish. Just on the 75th minute. Wellington 3, Stone 1. First nice bit of football we've had in the second half. James took on the defender, passed him, and oh, unlucky. Ball. Go on, Norm. Take him on, man. Take it on, Norm. Go on, Norm. Hit it, Will. Oh, yes. Nice finish, Will. 86 minutes gone. That should be the game. Wellington 4, Stone 1. Boys, a nice result to enjoy over Christmas. Good ball. Go on, Norm. You're in, Norm. Oh, oh. Oh, has he given it? I think he's given the penalty as well. So there's a chance now for Norm to get, is it his second? I lost track who scored. Luke, Norm, Will. I've forgotten his job, but so concentrated on this game I forget who scored. So this could be Norm's hat-trick, I can't remember, I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a second if he scores this. Yes! 89 minutes gone. Wellington 5, Stone 1. Not going to do a lot of difference, any harm. And a substitution's been made. Norm's coming off.
This weekend it's 4th versus 5th in the Premier Division. Mulford Town at home to Bewdley Town. Both in fine goal scoring form. I think that one could be full of goals. Wolverhampton Casuals are at home to Black Country Rangers. Another one that promises goals. And it's 2nd versus bottom. Wolverhampton Sporting Community against Wellington Amateurs. Wolves Sporting warming up for their FA Vars weekend the following weekend. That could be a big score for Sporting. Into Division 1 of the West Midland Regional League now. And Wem Town beat Worcester Raiders 1-0 in the game at the top of the table. Darlington 3, Team Dudley 3. I picked that one out as a game to watch last weekend, and thankfully it actually panned out that way. And Newport Town keep on winning. There seems to be a momentum now at Newport. Can they keep this run going? Let's see the standout game this week. 4th place Team Dudley against Newport Town. That should be a real good test of Newport Town, but again, should be a good one to watch. Into Division 2 of the West Midland Regional League now. Gornal Colts and AFC Bilbrook both scored 6, while Wolves United, the only side near the top of the table to play, lost at Broseley. This weekend it's 5th against 1st. That's my game of the week. Bewdley Town Reserves at home to Seek Hunters. And that league is suddenly, we're starting to see a pattern there now. And I think a win for Hunters could really see them starting to pull away from the pack. That's pretty much it. End of an absolutely mammoth show with the number of clips that we had. So before we get to the goal of the week and the save of the week, got the presentation to do for Save of the Month for November. Well, it's great pleasure to actually present a Save of the Month award for November, and it goes to Josh Morton of Stafford Town, and it was one of your saves against Leicester Road. I know you were telling me, did you catch all my saves against Studley? Well, no I didn't, because it wasn't filmed.
No, it was right in Club Warwick, wasn't it?
But it was the one against Leicester Road where the ball had come over to the right hand side, and the guy, I think, had attempted to cross it, hit it on the volley, and it was heading into the top corner, and somehow you managed to turn it over.
It was weird. But I had to readjust myself and just got anything to it, really.
But Josh, brand new pair of gloves, courtesy of our sponsors from Sports Jam. Now, you're having plenty of practice at the minute. I mean, as we'll see a little bit later, one of your saves is up for Save of the Week again at Walsall Wood. When I was saying, I think it was just a reaction save.
Just free myself out.
But I think, you know, down the bottom of Division 1,
yeah.
Unfortunately, you're getting lots of practice.
Yeah, it's good. I am benefiting from the regular football.
I've been about here for about nearly a season and a half now. It's just good to get games, really. Obviously, I was at Wolverhampton, played there, but then I got injured. It's just nice to play regularly at the moment. I obviously want to play higher. Obviously, if I keep playing like that, people might notice me more, and hopefully I'll get the chance to go a bit higher. But obviously, the main aim is to keep Stafford Town up and just do what I can for the team. Right? Hopefully, my saves will end up meaning something.
And in terms of, I mean, Town have used so many players this season.
Yeah.
You can't be playing in front of the same back four any week, can you?
To be fair, I think we've had a different back four every week. We've had a different left back, different right back, different centre half. But the frustrating thing is, if we had all our team here every week, the back four is very solid. Like, it's shown it against Lichfield, shown it against Ilkeston when we beat them 2-1 down here. We have been solid, it's just we're not consistent enough. We made too many mistakes, and it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating at the moment.
And it was difficult for you. I mean, we look at the Christmas weekend fixtures. The local derby of Brockton, which was horrible as a match. I was there, and it wasn't pretty. And then you think, oh, nice Boxing Day trip to Walsall Wood.
Yeah, to be fair, the Brockton game, I thought it wasn't a great game, but both games we played against them haven't been great. But we was in control once we got the goal back. Then we got a silly sending off, which Pacey now was about. I've had a word with him after that. It was just daft to even do. But then Walsall Wood, we knew what was coming up against. Like, the quality they had on the ball every time they got it was amazing. Like, from 1 to 11. I mean, the keeper down there, it's like, he didn't have much to do, but everything he'd done was perfect. Back four was solid every time we went against them. It's just, they had quality everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. See, I've never played against a team like that good, like, and it was good for me. I got a bit of shooting practice, obviously, but like the rest of it was good to see. It was, well, not good. It was, yeah.
But it must be difficult. I mean, Division 1 of the Midland League's a tough league, and we were just talking off camera. The changes at Coventry Elvis are likely to make it even tougher.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the league's a weird one, really, because like every team can play the football. Like, every team we've come up against, it's always been a battle. Whether it's like Coventry Elvis, Hinckley, Pershore away was a good game. Every game's a battle, and like obviously we're not winning those battles at the moment. That's probably why we are where we are, and things have got to change quickly. Like as you say, Alice have got new management. We just need to step up our game, and very quickly. We've got good players, but we need to start performing, and quickly. Yeah.
Well, all you can do is keep doing what you're doing behind the sticks, and it must be dispiriting. Keep picking the ball out the net as often as you are doing, but each game you're getting. Yeah, I've seen some phenomenal reports about the saves you're actually making, and I've witnessed it myself a couple of times down here this season. Just keep doing what you do, mate.
Nice one, thank you. Cheers for that.
Cheers, Josh. So congratulations to Josh for winning Save of the Month for November. It's extremely difficult for me to pick out saves, Save of the Month, Save of the Week. The goals, everybody gives me the goals, but I've so many highlights. If you have seen a wonderful save and you filmed it, please point it out to me to save me trawling through all the clips to try and find it. Otherwise, one will catch my eye and that'll be the one I'm actually going to show and going to pick. I'm going to start off with the rundown at the end of the week with my save of the week. I've already mentioned it. Josh, a wonderful save he made at Walsall Wood in their 6-0 defeat. So the save of the week, Josh Morton for Stafford Town. So I'm going to finish as usual with the goals of the week. Please keep sending your clips in. We've got a full fixture list on Saturday and that big game on New Year's Day. If nobody's filming it, I can't show it. For those clubs who are saying, why aren't you showing us? Well, it's because no one is actually filming the game. So if you film it, send it. It can be on a phone, it can be on a camera. If you've got it, send it to me. We'll try and show it. And you know the address by now. I'm going to leave you with 4 goals of the week. And it would have been a 5th, but I got the Bromsgrove Worcester, or the Worcester City Bromsgrove clip quite late, and I'd already put this together. So Lee Hughes' goal would have been included. But the goals I'm going to go with, Charlie Faulkner for Coventry Sphinx, an absolutely superb curler. Ryan Edmonds for Coleshill Town, great free kick. Jason Cowley for Bromsgrove Sporting, much the same. Well, it's a typical Jason Cowley goal, to be honest. And a cracker for Alex Price for Racing Club Warwick. Until next week, ta-ra.
Ryan Edmonds, who we know has got some special stuff in his locker. We saw one of those amazing goals in the reverse fixture a few weeks ago. For Kozul's sake, he's going to hope that he can pull off another spectacular goal. Oh, you bet he can! A remarkable free kick by Ryan Edmonds.
Penalty area. It's taken short, and there's the shot. What a fine goal! Wow, and that's the skipper Price. He's absolutely swiped the ball, top left corner, and it's 2-0.